So one of the fun things about playing the album in order is that I've noticed all these funny just details about the record that I didn't notice when I was putting it together. And the biggest one is that the two songs that I'm playing now back to back, Smoke Signals, which you just heard, and this next tune, have something crazy in common, which is that they're the only two songs that I have ever written in my sleep. I know, right? So I woke up from a dream one night, and I had an idea for a song, and I fell asleep. I had this idea for the song. I grabbed my phone, I recorded the idea into my phone, put my phone down, fell asleep, and completely forgot about it for months. I know. And then months later, I was in the mood to write, and I was looking for an old idea in my phone, and I actually had a different old idea in mind, but as I was scrolling around looking for it, I found that little voice note file, and I listened to it, and suddenly I remembered. I mean, I had woken up hearing this song in my head as clearly as if it had just been playing on the radio, and I was just singing it back. I had the whole melody for the chorus, I had all of the chord ideas, I had the plot, like the whole thing was there, like it already existed, and I was just a vessel, like a conduit for it. And the same thing happened a few months later with a second song. And this one started with the chorus, and I had this whole chorus in my head, and then I laid there in bed, and it was really cold in my room. I mean, maybe not by Netherlands standards, but by Texas standards, it was quite chilly. And I didn't want to get out of bed and find my phone, and because this time my phone wasn't right next to my bed. And so I just laid in bed saying, oh, go back to sleep, you'll remember it later. And I kept trying to convince myself to just go back to sleep, but then the longer I laid there, the more the song grew. And suddenly it wasn't just a chorus, it was the melody of the verse. And then I had ideas for the lyrics for the verse, and then I had ideas for how I could expand the chorus. Finally, it was so long that I would have been really mad at myself if I didn't remember it. So I got up, I found my phone, I recorded it, and then I went back to sleep and completely forgot about it yet again. So I'm glad that I made myself get up and record it. So anyhow, if you're wondering what's going on in my psyche in the middle of the night, this section of the record is a good place to start. Did a lot of bad things. No, that's not how it starts. Did a lot of bad things when I was young. Probably the worst of them I done were done to you. I held you in my hands and I didn't understand what I had to lose. You must think I am so small.